YouTube. This is my last video of the day. I wanted to shoot this one out real quick um, for my brother, for my brother Seti and the young kid Pharoah. This is going to the Arm and Raw squad, and I just got a couple of questions to ask you. You know what I mean? The young kid Pharoah brought the question out through the video he did. The decoding the metal netter, ciphering the metal netter, translating the metal netter, however you want to put it. Um, I was real shocked at the feedback that he was getting for the video. And I'm one of those people who, when a question is asked, I intentionally, deliberately sit back and wait for the answer. So there were no answers. Like this brother is basically brought up the one question: how is the metal nature actually how does the metal nature actually translate it? So the answers that I've heard are you're young. How do you know what you're talking about? That doesn't answer that question. I've heard what was the one of the answers? Oh yeah, shut up before I get my son to beat you up. Uh, Another one of the answers were I've been doing this for 40 plus years. Another answer was how many times have you been to Kemet? Like none of those things that I said, which were replies that I heard to his accusation, those are not answers to the accusation. Now I don't know whether I needed to say that or not, but those are not answers to his accusation. So the questions I have. Oh, and let me not forget. Uh, One guy's asked the question, and every question he's asked, he answers, "I know Dr. Ben." So he's like basically like the Groot character from Guardians of the Galaxy. Anytime somebody says something or asks Groot a question, Groot says, "I am Groot." It doesn't matter what the fuck you ask him. How tall are you? I am Groot. Are you hungry? I am Groot. So that's how this one particular guy is. Anything you say or ask him, it all goes back to Dr. Ben. I knew Dr. Ben. I knew Dr. Ben. I knew Dr. Ben. Like, how old are you, Reggie? I knew Dr. Ben. How tall are you, Reggie? I knew Dr. Ben. Where you from again? I knew Dr. Ben. Like, so that's all he knows how to say. And that's not an answer to how the Meduneta was translated. And so to help you out, because I haven't heard Pharaoh or Seti use this yet, and I was praying and begging and hoping that they would. Who, what, when, where, how, and why? That's it. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to ask you. The Meduneta has been translated. Who? Who is the exact person who translated the Meduneta? Okay? And proof and or witness with personal firsthand knowledge and facts to corroborate the story that this person is in fact and indeed the person to or who actually translated it. What? What are we actually talking about that they translated? Who gave it? Who said that they translated the Medunetter? Who gave it the name of Medunetter? Where did that come from? So, what exactly is it that we're talking about here? When? When did this person or persons translate the Medunetter? That means the exact day. I ain't even going to ask you the time because that's too much. But the exact day, in the year, in the month that it was done. Okay? Here, wait for it. And personal firsthand, a witness with personal firsthand knowledge and facts and or evidence to prove that it was in fact and or indeed the day, time, month, year. Okay? Where? Where exactly on the planet Earth was the Medunetter translated? The exact spot and facts and or evidence, witness with personal first-hand knowledge, that that is indeed the spot that it occurred. Okay? Do I need to go any further? With the why and how? Do I need to go any further? You don't have this information. You do not have witnesses with personal first-hand knowledge, first off. So that's the killer to everything because what you're saying cannot be confirmed. Now, I may be inclined to agree and or believe you in the things that you say about the medical nature. Let's just say I am. It doesn't change the fact that you do not have a fact and what you're saying is not fact. When this debate comes up, this debate right now should have had Seti and Polite scram. I mean, excuse me, why I keep saying that nigga name? Seti and Pharoah scrambling because by this time, for the time that they first said what they said to this time right now, the facts and evidence should have already been put out. You cannot convince me that you're waiting for the debate. You can't convince me that you've been running around all this time talking all this shit about what you know and what others don't know. And when someone challenges you one time, now one time is someone answered with the exact methodology, the exact protocol that one must undertake in translating the Medunetter. No one's done that. No one's even showed how it was done so that you could basically do it from scratch. Everything I've heard said back to this brother was an ad hominem attack and or some appeal to popularity of I'm known all around the world. How does that answer the question? I'm older than you. Appeals to tenure. Oh, I've been doing this for X amount of years. Well, then you should easily been able to prove it. And why is it taking so long? And why am I asking you again? Since you've been doing it so long, you should have easily done that. I should be able to type in right now and see Mfudishi and the rest of the Armin Ra squad, whoever the Armin Ra squad is, because it's a rotating roster. Like, sometimes they got women in it, sometimes they got a woman, something. Who knows who exactly the Armin Ra squad is? Okay, no one knows except, I guess, the people who call themselves the Armin Ra squad. But the time has come to stop all this foolishness and this arrogance about what you know, because I have a hard time accepting that you know some translation for some thousands upon thousands of years ago civilization, culture, and language when I know for a fact you don't even know when you were born because that had to be told to you. So you got all the facts in the world and all the knowledge in the world about some shit that happened 3,000 years ago, but when you're telling me, but you don't even know when you were born? That had to be explained to you, told to you. Now, I trust the source. I trust my so-called mother. I look like her. I look like my father, though, and they were witnesses of personal first-hand knowledge. So therefore, I accept that my birthday is in fact or indeed May 5th. But I listen to the language. I have to accept that because I don't know that for sure. So it's hard for me to accept that you know for a fact some shit about some shit that happened 3,000 years ago and you don't even know when you was born. That's that right there. How you gonna get around that? Pharaoh, Seti, please ask them who, what, when, where, how, why, and then ask them for the proof, of course, because of course they have it, the proof of that, the who, the where, the why, the when, the how. All these things are what you say they are. And don't talk about Dr. Ben or Khalid Muhammad or Delbert Blair or Bill Valentine or any other person. Just give the information to the people. Have a good one.